My name is Unmesh Mishra, and for my how-to video I'm going to teach you guys how to make chai tea at home. I find it funny when people call it chai tea because chai means tea in Indian language, so when we call it chai tea, it's just calling it tea, which was pretty funny when I first heard it. But nowadays I've gotten used to it, so when I go to the store I call it chai tea as well, but it's supposed to be just chai. And also when we go to we can find this chai tea at Starbucks, at Caribou, or any other coffee places, but the ones we get over there is the lighter version of the authentic chai. And also it's very expensive. Being a student, I find it very expensive to buy just a cup of chai tea from the store when I can make it for a very less amount of money at home. And also it's not very hard to make it at home, and we don't even need a lot of ingredient to make it. So I'm just gonna show you guys what kind of ingredient we need to make chai tea latte at home. Over here I've got loose leaf black tea, and the brand I use is this Red Label brand, and we can find this at Hornbachers, Walmart, or any other Asian store. But I just prefer this brand because it's easily accessible, and also I like this this brand over here. And the other thing we have is I've got two pieces of cardamoms over here. I've got a little bit of peppercorns, and I've got cloves over here, and I also have a half a stick of cinnamon, and I've got a little bit of ginger over here. We don't have to have ginger or cinnamon. I just prefer using ginger and cinnamon in my tea. And over here I've already started boiling the milk because I figured it's gonna take a little bit of time to boil it. So I'm gonna tell you guys how much cup I used it. Over here I have a whole milk. I prefer using whole milk because the whole milks are thicker, and it makes the taste of chai very good. But you can even use 2% or skim or any kind of milk, but it will make the tea very light, and the taste is not going to be the same as the whole milk. So you can use the whole milk from any store. Over here I poured this is 2 cups of tea, so I usually make 2 cups for me and my roommate. So to make 2 cups of tea, we need 1.5 cup of milk, and we need half a cup of water. You can put a little bit more water, but the water gets evaporated. So if you want a lighter cup of tea, you can put a little bit more, but I prefer just putting like half a cup for 2 cups of tea. That way the color is pretty strong. So I'm going to show you guys as it is boiling. I'm going to show you guys how to mix up the ingredients. So I've got here this thing to crush the ingredients. You can use knife or anything to crush it. So I just have it over here. So you just put everything together, all the ingredients except for the loose leaf tea, and you don't have to make it smaller pieces. You just crush it a little bit lightly, so that. All right, that's all we need to do. And looks like the milk has already boiled, so I'm just gonna pour it right over here, all the ingredients together. I prefer putting it after the milk gets boiled, so that the taste comes easily, so that the flavor it gets spread out. So once you put the ingredients in there, you can just leave it for like few minutes, or if the milk is already boiled, you can pour the tea right in. So I'm just, since it's already boiled, I'm just gonna put everything in here. So for 2 cups of tea, you guys you need to put probably like two or 3 spoons. So if you like your tea darker and stronger, you have to put more tea on it. But since I don't like it that dark, I'm just gonna put like 2 spoons of this. Well, you guys can experiment and see how you like your tea. I just prefer putting like 2 or 2.5 spoons for like 2 cups of tea. And then once you put everything in, you just have to stir it out. I have a strainer. I'm just going to use a strainer. You can use a spoon or anything to stir it out. Once the color comes out, now you can see it's very light right now, since it's not been boiled properly yet. Just have to wait for like few minutes for the color to come out. I probably put a little bit less so it's not that dark, but that's how I like my tea. But you can add a little bit more to make it more darker. So once it gets boiled, that's all we have to do, and at the end we just need to put the cup, put the pot, put the tea over here using the strainer so that you don't get the loose leaf in your mouth. So you can use a small strainer like this or anything you have to separate the leaf from the milk and tea. And looks like it's almost done. So once it's done, you just pour it out like this so that you can see the leaf, the tea is getting separated, and then you won't get that everything in your mouth. And that's it. That's how you make chai tea at home. It's not that hard. You guys can try it out and let me know how it went. All right, thank you.